All right, let's get this show started.
TJ Dillashaw believes Ilia Topuria is running from a fight with Arman Tsarukyan. On the latest episode of the Jackson podcast, Dillashaw expressed doubt that the UFC would allow Topuria to move up to 170 for a super fight with Islam Makhachev while there are numerous contenders in the welterweight division. Although he called Topuria the most skilled fighter in the UFC right now, Dillashaw thinks the matchup with Tsarukyan would be tough, and that's why Topuria is avoiding it.
Ilia has expressed interest about moving up and maybe trying to face Makhachev. How realistic is this scenario, do you think, does it leave Tsarukyan in limbo at lightweight?
Stupid. He's not moving up. Like, come on. There's too many horses in the stable at 170.
I'm moving up.
Yeah.
Is he trying to run from Arman? Is Ilia running from Arman?
I do think so.
Oh,
okay. That's
I do think so.
Hello.
But with that said, I think that Ilia Topuria.
Who wouldn't want to run from Arman? Have you seen him before?
I'm running from him currently. I don't even know the guy I'm running from.
I do think Ilia Topuria is the highest skilled fighter in the UFC right now, but I do think he is threatened by Arman. Arman's big, he's strong, he's great at the weight class, his boxing is clean, great grappling. It's a tough fight for him to where he can go to 70s. Maybe he doesn't get the win. It doesn't make sense to me. The only fight for Ilia Topuria right now is Arman.
Michael Morales is already back in training after his big win over Sean Brady at UFC 322. The victory has pushed him into the title conversation, elevating him to the number 4 spot in the welterweight rankings. Morales appears highly motivated, returning to sparring almost immediately. Here's the clip the Brazilian shared on social media. Diego Lopes doesn't deserve a title shot, according to champion Alexander Volkanovski. There has been a mixed reaction to Dana White's latest round of UFC fight announcements, to say the least. The UFC president had already caused enough of a stir by revealing that Justin Gaethje vs Paddy Pimblett will headline UFC 324 with an interim lightweight title on the line. That decision meant a snub for Arman Tsarukyan, and the Armenian was not the only top contender being overlooked. White also confirmed the controversial rematch between Volkanovski and Lopes for UFC 325 in Sydney, with the promotion favoring the Mexican's second title shot over the likes of Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev. Among those who disagree with the decision is the UFC featherweight champion himself. Speaking in his latest YouTube video, Volk said that both Evloev and Murphy are more deserving of a title opportunity, but the UFC opted to go with Lopes.
There was a bit in it, a bit of work involved. Obviously, we all know that I wanted to fight earlier. I wanted, I thought it was going to be December. We thought, Lerone Murphy, December. I guess UFC, and they were waiting for Jean Silva and Lopes. Then they were saying Lopes, and we're like, obviously we're like, we just fought that guy. Is there more deserving people, whatnot? Whatever, everyone knows that I'll fight anyone, right? So whoever they put in front of me, I'll do. But then it was looking like it wasn't going to happen. But then it did happen, which was great. Again, I thought, it was a Movsar deserving, Lerone Murphy. I thought they were the two guys. They're the guys I called out. UFC really want Lopes. At least everyone knows they're in for a treat. With your Movsars and Lerones, they're probably, they're more deserving. But are they going to bring a fight like Lopes would? I think the fans are going to appreciate the fight that me and Lopes are going to have.
Volkanovski was also recently seen sparring with flashy striker Mauricio Ruffy. Alexander Volkanovski's coach was shocked that Diego Lopes landed the title shot, especially with contenders like Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev in the mix. Speaking to Submission Radio, coach Joe Lopez said he was surprised the UFC chose to give the fight to Lopes, who Volk had just defeated in April via unanimous decision, leaving no doubt about who the superior fighter is.
We thought it was going to be either Movsar or Murphy. or the winner out of Murphy and what? Can't remember who Murphy
and
fought.
Pico, Aaron Pico.
Yes. And so we had that sort of, it was going to be out of Murphy or Pico, and maybe a Mosvard, but we didn't really have much hope on that. And then when Murphy had that spectacular KO, we said, yeah, it's Murphy, you know, and all indications and everything, you know, led to Murphy. Till Diego had his spectacular KO and everything changed.
Aljamain Sterling continues to voice his frustration over Diego Lopes receiving another title shot ahead of contenders he believes are more deserving. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Aljo questioned why Lopes was chosen and criticized the UFC for overlooking fighters he feels have earned the opportunity.
So I'm just trying to make it make sense in my head. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us a champion that could represent Mexico and pretty much Brazil too. It's just, what is the criteria? That is all I want to know. I just want something that when we come into this sport, because I'm now 36, I got into this sport when I was 24, and merit used to mean something for the most part. The UFC used to be the organization, the best fights the best. Now it's, are you the most popular guy? Because if you're the most popular guy and you can fight just a little bit, we'll throw you in there. As long as you can fight a little bit and beat some of the best guys or beat some favorable matchups that people might know, but it's enough for you to get a highlight win, we'll put you in that spot. And hopefully, if you're lucky, we cash out. It doesn't make any sense because we come in, we are told the best guys will fight the best guys. You eat what you kill. Well, how can you kill something if you're not given the opportunity?
Diego Lopes appears unfazed by the backlash from fans and fellow contenders after being granted a second shot at featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 325. The reaction to Lopes receiving the fight has been largely negative. Fans have voiced their frustration. Former champion Aljamain Sterling delivered a fiery rant. Lerone Murphy expressed heartbreak, and Movsar Yevloyev said he wasn't surprised. Still, the matchup is set, and Lopes made it clear on Friday that the criticism isn't affecting him. Posting on X, Lopes shared this photo with the caption, "My face when I saw everyone crying. Sitting around, he won't give you a title fight. Get to work and stop whining on social media." Paddy Pimblett has given his first reaction to securing an interim title fight against Justin Gaethje. In a video released by the UFC, Pimblett outlined his roadmap for the future, stating that he aims to capture the interim belt, dethrone Ilia Topuria, and then defend the undisputed title against Arman Tsarukyan in 2026.
First ever time when we fought in January, the earliest I've ever fought. It's going to ruin my Christmas dinner and my birthday because I'm 31 like 3 weeks before it. But it's all going to be worth it when I lift that real title above my head and Paddy the Baddie is a world champion. And 2026 is going to be the biggest year of my life. I am coming for that interim title, then I'll be making it the undisputed title when I come and beat Ilia Topuria up and take the undisputed title. And then little posh boy, if he manages to fight in that time, because he likes sitting out and saying he's got a sore back, if little posh boy fights in that time and keeps his ranking, I'll punch his head in as well.
After getting the interim title fight, Paddy also trolled Arman, tweeting, "You like apples?" Arman Tsarukyan is back with another massive meal. After being passed over for a title shot, Arman decided to go big and focus on what he does best, aside from fighting. Justin Gaethje got exactly what he wanted, and he's clearly thrilled. Following the announcement of his UFC 325 interim title clash with Paddy Pimblett, Gaethje took to social media to vow that he will once again prove he's one of the most exciting fighters of this era. He wrote, "What a ride it is. So thankful for the opportunity to start off this new partnership with the UFC and Paramount Plus. Perfect dance partner for another unforgettable night to prove once again I am one of the best and most exciting fighters of this era. I will be ready to go." Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Swish. Number 2 meme was posted by Odd Tomato. And number 1 meme was posted by Strength Culture.
And I woke up about 6:30 this morning.
Yes, 6:30 this morning. I never wake up at 6:30 in the morning unless I'm going to sleep.
And at the end of the day, united we stand, and divided we will not fall.
They say that we were created by monkeys.
And you believe that?
To a certain extent, yeah. Because I look in the mirror. Because I look in the mirror and I sure damn look like a gorilla.
Have you ever seen a light-skinned gorilla?
You're looking right at one.
Caleb or Connor? I say Connor.
Khalid or Connor? Nah, God, Connor's just too damn good. That kid is just confidence is through the roof.
Conor McGregor. Was it? I keep saying Khabib, but it's actually Habib Menenenov.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.